Hey, this is Todd with Struck Accord Firewood. I wasn't even going to do a video on this. I'm installing the Speed Feed 400 from Echo. And this is a PAS, Echo PAS. I think it's a 245 or 215, something like that. Anyway, and then I realized as I was taking this thing apart how much we neglect our weed whackers, because they're $200 and they last a few years and then we throw them out. I have one in the shed that I've taken care of. I don't use it all the time anymore, but it's got to be 20 years old. Still works. It's an Echo. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of quick maintenance and how we put this thing on. Just so you know, they teach you in school, well, at least these millennials, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty, all that bullshit. We learned clockwise, counterclockwise, because they actually taught you how to read a clock. Everything wasn't fucking digital. So, anyway, this is a left-hand thread. So that means counterclockwise tightens it, and clockwise loosens it. So I already took this thing off, just so you know. And then when I took it off, this was on here, okay? Then when I took it off, I realized I pulled this off, and inside here you'll see some splines that match up with other splines. You can look in there and see the splines. I got this much shit out of here, and if you look here, this was all wedged in here. This is so tight and compact, it looks like horse manure. And basically what that does is that makes it harder for everything to work. So I dug all that out with a knife. And then I used also a little awl, or a little Allen key. And then what I did, I got my AMSOIL spray grease. This is white lithium, and I sprayed some down in there. Nothing crazy. And then this piece will go back on, and the splines line up. Okay. We don't need this nut anymore. This is the old head. This is the Speed Feed. This is supposedly dummy proof. We shall see. Anyway. So like I said, it's lefty. So counterclockwise tightens it. And the way this thing works, to lock it down, you'll see this little groove in here. And you'll actually see a groove. There's a groove in here. So when you spin this thing around, that groove locks in there and it locks in there. Okay? You can use a nail, you can use whatever. But you see the little groove in the actual trimmer, and there's a groove in here, in the base. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in the base. See it? And you basically lock something with a point in there, and that'll keep it from spinning. Of course, you got to hold it in there. I don't want to go so tight that I'd bend my Allen key, but that's it. And that's it. Now, the claim to fame for this Echo Speed Feed 400. When you run out of string, you basically line up, there's arrows here. You squeeze this and you turn it, and you line up, and the arrows will make it that you can feed this in. And then what you do is you slide your string in, about 12 feet of it, and then you wind it counterclockwise, and that'll wind it up. And it's supposed to be taking like 2 minutes to wind a complete roll of line. Obviously, I don't need that right now, but when I do, I will video that and show you how we load it. They give all these different attachments here. This is for the Echo ones. If you have an Echo, it makes it the simplest because it's an Echo product. It goes right on. This is for different, these different attachments are for different kind of weed whackers. If you had a Tanaka or if you had a Steel or something like that. Fortunately, I don't. I got the best. So, that's about it. I wasn't even planning on doing a video, but I saw how much we neglect our weed whackers. And I think what I'll do is, I'll power wash this. This here's your cutter blade. This cutter blade was, so gunked up with grass that when the string gets so long, it cuts it. So when you hit this feeder out, if it goes down here, when it spins around, it'll actually cut it right on here. So there's no way it would have cut it. There was so much grass and debris here, it might have beat it to death, but it wouldn't have cut it. So that's about it. It's easy install of the Echo SpeedFeed 400. And this is on my PAS unit. So that's it. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Thanks.